YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, to another tier list, to the most personal, emotionally raw, introspective tier list video, nay, YouTube video I may ever make. Today we're going to be personally ranking all of my own YouTube channels. I'm excited for this one. I feel the need to preface, just because this is my fourth fucking time recording this video, and like I just want to mention, because I've got halfway through three times. So like the first 15 minutes ago, I've already done three fucking times already. So I'm losing my mind. I recorded it two times. I just got interrupted on other days. Today I sat down to record this video 2.5 hours ago. I turned my PC on, and then there's been this Windows update that I've been putting off for about 2 weeks now, and then it went, surprise bitch, we're doing it right now. And that took 90 minutes to do that Windows update. And turn my PC on, I launch into Streamlabs, I start my video, 25 minutes in, USBs all disconnect, PC blue screens. Sick, dude. Okay, let me restart. That takes about 20 to 30 minutes. So 20 to 30 minutes later, I've reset again. I'm ready to finish take 3. I then go to check it, and I realise there's no audio on my Streamlabs. What's that about? Yeah, the Windows update that I mentioned. Reset my audio settings, so my mic was no longer on Streamlabs. You know when you go on properties and tell it what mic to use? It was just using no mic. So the first 20, I just spent like 20 minutes doing that. Yeah, it was silent. So I did 2 takes that I had to scrap because I got interrupted. I then woke up today, sat down, 90-minute Windows update, recorded for 20 minutes, blue screen, reset, turned it back on, realised that my mic was silent the whole time. We're on take 4. And let me tell you, look, I'm not someone who gets riled easily. I don't like to get mad. I don't like to be mad. I've never been closer to wanting to physically like break something. My keyboard nearly didn't survive. So we're doing take 4, as said. We're doing a tier list. I'm a bit upset because I really put the effort into the pageantry on the first take, and then the second take was a little bit worse, but pretty much the same, and then the third take I was a little bit cynical, and now I'm just like, fuck this, I'm just gonna make the video, I don't care. I wanted to do some tier lists. I've just been in a bit of a tier list thing recently. We wanted to take a break for a little bit because I kind of blew my tier list load a few months back. So I've been taking a little bit of a break, but then I did my Genshin Revisited tier list. It's only been 2 weeks and I already want to change absolutely everything. Josh did his Genshin tier list, which we don't really need to dwell on too much, probably. All I'm saying is Amber S tier on mine, 2 dislikes. Amber D tier on Josh's. You don't need me to tell you how the rest went. And then I want to do I'm still going to do NSL has his Genshin tier list coming. It might be up actually by the time this video goes up. Probably not. Maybe, I believe in you. And then I still want to do the Stardew one. I know I've talked about the Stardew one, but there was something happened. Like I don't really know. Like the Stardew play. Like there's still some characters I haven't met on that tier list. There's still some characters I haven't met. And something came up, like I don't really know, like there was like a labor strike, like a workers strike or something. We lost we lost a farmhand for a bit. I don't really know what went on there, but you know, I think we've resolved the situation. I think the wheels are rolling again, so hopefully I can get to the Stardew thing at some point. That said, look, I know I apologize in advance for the lack of Stardew activity joke. Yeah, it was worse, but I've had to make this video 4 times, so that's I feel like I've come into this video fire. I've just opened fire on everyone. I apologize. I love you all. You know, blame Windows for putting me in this toxic mood. Let's switch over. Shout out to Dragon Farts for subscribing to the Yeti Hype YouTube channel. Look, here's my tier list. YouTube.com/Reece. Official historical rankings tier list. A deep dive into the discography of internet video sharing's greatest content creator. It's just what the tier list says. Look, it's just what the tier list says. So I'm excited to do this one again. I'm excited to do this one. So this isn't everything. I've been doing YouTube for 11 fucking years. So there's gonna be stuff that I did over the years where I like had an idea for a channel, and then uploaded to it, you know, 2 times and then dipped. But I was pleasantly surprised at what I was able to find channels that still exist on YouTube. So there's a few of those, and there's a couple that don't exist anymore, but I wanted to talk about anyway. But these are kind of the main channels from over the years. I'm ready to rank them. The tiers are as follows. Is everything recording okay? just have a little scan. Is everything looking good? Okay, I think we're looking good. These are the tiers. We've got the best of the best. Prime time television. We've got pretty solid, worth a gander. We've got normie TV. Tune in from time to time. There's a typo here, but I can't be bothered fixing it. We've got Canad Yikes, but forgive me, I was young and innocent. And we've got just an absolute disaster and my biggest regrets. I also, in parentheses, put S, A, B, C, D. I like to mix it up with the tiers, but I feel like after the Genshin one, where we were having a conversation about it, and every time I had to kind of clarify, oh, what tier was Child in? Oh, he was in the great character tier, which was like a B tier. And what tier was Chongyun in? He was in get this character out of here right now, so it's like the D tier. Look, I'm not saying on our next game night we're going to be sat around you know, discussing where everyone thinks my various channels would rank on their personal Reece channels tier list. That's probably not going to happen, but just for future reference going forward, I'm going to put the letters in parentheses just because it just makes it a bit easier to just say the letter when someone's like, hey, what tier did this go on? And I'm like, oh, it went on the this is pretty cool, and this is a cool and fun character who I enjoy. It's like, what, Reece, what does that mean? Okay, let's get started. Never mind, don't have my notepad document open. BRB. Alright, let's get started. I have a notepad document with links to all the channels because if I try and have 8 tabs open at once, it'll probably crash. That Public COD Cinema. I don't know if I've ever even like really mentioned this one. I don't talk about this one. This one it's remained pretty untouched. The maintenance team has done a good job of keeping this one alive. I don't think there's any deleted videos. I think this is pretty much as it was live in the flesh back in the day. So this was from the 18th of October 2012, and this was one of my YouTube channels that I did. This was one of my projects. Now there was a lot of these back in sort of 11 to 13. There was a lot of these types of channels where it was literally just like a lot of them, they'd be like something cinema, like COD's, something to do with COD's cinema, or like you know, clips, and it would literally just be like clips from CODs of people sniping. So it would just be like, hey, look at this guy. He was playing Modern Warfare 3, and oh, look at this six spawn clip he got. He went to the spot on what was this map called? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Oh, look, sick clip, dude. And then it would get uploaded. And then people, yeah, you know, when your clips uploaded, upload them to your own channel and then send the link to me, and then I upload them. And that's pretty much the gist. There were so many of these, and most of them don't exist anymore because people would either just stop uploading to them. Some people would like sell a lot of these channels that existed got to a certain point, and then they just like sold the channel. So there were a bunch of channels like this where they would make it would be a bunch of COD clips, and then suddenly there'd be like a month without upload, and then randomly you just get a channel that just uploaded like advertisements, and you're like, what the hell? So they're very emblematic of the time, very much a relic at this point. But this is pretty much the gist. Most of these clips, I would just go on YouTube and be like, Modern Warfare 2 trick shot, sort by uploaded in the past hour, and then we'll just download it and re-upload it. A few of these were submitted. But I was really trying to like do a thing. I wanted to do like a gaming network at one point as well, and this was kind of the first. This was kind of the tester for that. Was just doing COD clips. As you can see, we have 2 players here. Shout out to Shuffle and 303 Classified, who have. He has 1 clip, and that was the clip I uploaded, and 303 Classified, who has not uploaded in 8 years either. So, dude, I hope they're doing all right. Apparently, they were my players. I guess they signed up to be an official TPCC agent/player. Who knows? Now, what I did want to point out, probably the pièce de résistance of this channel, aside from the logo, actually. Let's look at the logo. This was made in Photoshop, believe it or not. I had a phase back in the day of putting bevel and emboss and texture on absolutely everything. So all of my shapes, this is just a circle and an oval. I probably didn't need to say that out loud. You can probably figure that out yourself. But like all of my text and all of my shapes looks exactly the same. They all had this like bevel and emboss on them to make them look 3D. They all have you see this like graininess. That's not, I mean, it's low quality, it's pixelated, but no, this is an effect. This is like a rocky texture that I put on, and I put it on everything. And to be fair, I'm sure I wasn't the only one doing this. I know people, the wave now is people use like drop shadow and like glow and shit, and people keep it 2D. But this was, people were trying their like pseudo 3D text back in the day, and when I discovered bevel and emboss, I honestly thought I was a GFX master. So it all looks like this. Yeah, look, it's basic. I also have a blue logo and a blue background for some reason. And then I guess this is something from like Black Ops 2, some Black Ops 2 emblem. Look, it's not brilliant, but it all, like everything I did looked like that. But what I wanted to point out, you may notice, TPCC, Community Montage Episode 1, muted because it's a Shinedown song playing in the background. Episode 1 by Startled Pooga? Startled Pooga? I also just noticed, thanks so much for 150 subs. It's down to 107, so I don't know, probably got cancelled at some point or something, maybe? I don't know. It's been hemorrhaging a little bit. Maybe the maintenance hasn't been that brilliant. A montage edited by your very own boy. Forgive me if I don't sound as enthusiastic as maybe I could be, because I've talked about this fucking montage 4 fucking times now. But yeah, so this is, I edited this in Movie Maker. There's a Bandicam logo because my laptop would crash if every time I tried to export something from Movie Maker. So I edited it and then put the little Bandicam square on the screen over the player and played it back. And you can tell because it like lags at some points. So like this clip's really good because it you see it starts out blurry and then as he hits the shot the blur clears, but because it's slow, it like there's like a few frames of black screen. And then there's another one later in the video where the player starts to lag. Oh, this is just hideous. I just inverted it for some reason. What is this monstrosity? Yeah, here we go. God, the O's on the scope. I edited a Siege montage like 3 years ago maybe, and I think it's better than this. I'll maybe do, I think that one's better. I'll maybe throw some clips on the screen of that one. I tried to do the same thing with the scope. So this was my editing skills in 2012, and I'll show the scope clip in 2017, see if it got better. Yeah, this is the lag. This is it lagging, and that was me like skipping back and hoping that it would keep going again. Okay, look, I'm going to be honest, that Public COD Cinema, I'm going to put that in Normie TV. Because, honestly, like, it wasn't great, but I feel like I accomplished what I was trying to accomplish with it. I was pretty consistent with it. Like, I obviously quit eventually, but for the year or so that I did this, it was probably less than a year, actually, because I was uploading quite frequently when I was doing it. Like, every other day, pretty much. It did the job. The clips are fine, mostly because I was just downloading other people's clips and re-uploading them. But it did the job. I stuck with it. I was relatively consistent. The quality was there. I managed to get to the triple digit mark, which is pretty cool. So honestly, can't complain about TPCC, especially when you see the standard that we're going to reach later. Okay, so do a little... no, let's not do a jump cut. Let's try and get this video knocked out. No, let's do a little jump cut. Alright, so now we're going back to the 2 channels that I have on the list I don't have any content for, unfortunately, but these are the storytelling channels, the OG channels. This is where it all began. So, if we could just kindly move these to the front. Okay, so first up we have AceMaster885 and we have I Am Text. Would this fucking stay where it's supposed to... Bro, my patience is as short as it could possibly be right now. This is where it all began. I wish I had more content from either of these channels. Unfortunately, I don't. They got deleted. AceMaster85 was the very first channel I did, 2010. It was like February 2010, I think. I made this channel, and it was the first channel I started to upload to. I originally had a camcorder that I would balance between my legs and point at the TV. At one point I had a tablet that I would point at the TV. I remember pointing my phone at my laptop screen at one point. This is where I was figuring it all out. The quality was bad, the frame rate was bad, the commentary was probably atrocious. I was like 11 years old. So it was really like, it was bad, it was rough. That said, I really wish I had more, because there's stuff on Yeti Hype even, old stuff that I have privatized but that I kept. Unfortunately, what happened with these 2 channels, the original channels, I Am Tech, AceMaster85 was about a year, it was like 2010 to 11, and then I Am Text went from about 11 to 13. What happened with this one was, you may be familiar with Carly Rae Jepsen Call Me Maybe Minecraft Parody by Reece, by me, Reece. I uploaded that to AceMaster85. And then, like, the day, or like, I uploaded it that night, and then the next day at school, Everyone found it. It got spread around the whole school, like literally to like the years above and below. Everyone saw it. I got bullied a lot in high school and primary school, and like pretty much all through school. That was, it probably wasn't the pinnacle, but that was one of the worst moments, just because it was like the whole school. And it was definitely one of the most embarrassing moments of my entire existence, and for that reason I will always have negative memories associated with that. I immediately went home that day, got onto my Wi-Fi, got onto my phone, and just deleted the whole channel. I didn't even prioritize the video, I didn't delete any videos, I literally just went straight to channel settings, deleted the entire channel off the face of the planet. The next day, made a new channel, started from scratch, I Am Text. That lasted for about 2 years, and then similar situation happened. People found it at school, again, deleted the whole channel, and then at that point I was done with YouTube. Lasted about 2 months, and then made Startled Puga, which you may now know as Yeti Hype. That went through a few name changes and eventually ended up at Yeti Hype. Although if you go to youtube.com/StartledPuga, the link still works. It still takes you to Yeti Hype. /Yeti Hype also works, but so does /StartledPuga, so there you go. That said, this is where it all began. Like I said, I wish I had more stuff. Unfortunately, the only like remaining piece of content from this channel I have is the parody. And let me tell you, that was the pinnacle. That was as good as it got on that channel. That was the height of production value, of editing quality, video quality, all of it. If you've seen that video, you'll know the standard. That was like the peaks of the peaks. You know how I'm always talking about that monkey who went to space, and then when he came back, he ended up offing himself? The Minecraft parody was Ace Master 885's equivalent of going to the moon. That was like the absolute pinnacle of where that channel went, which I think tells you everything you need to know. For the most part, it was an absolute goddamn disaster and one of my biggest regrets. It was bad. I wish I had more of the content, but so much of it, you could not even tell what was going on in the videos. It was rough. It was not good. However, Ace Master 885 walked so that I Am Text could jog, so that Yeti Hype could run. I Am Text was a little bit better. By I Am Text, I started to figure out how to use screen capture softwares and stuff like that. It still wasn't brilliant, and I like I Am Text, and the reason why I bump it up to Kinda Yaks is because I think the story of the name's kind of funny. I needed a new name. I had nothing. Ace Master 885, I just thought it sounded cool. Even the numbers, the 885, like those numbers specifically just came into my mind as numbers that sounded cool. That's it. That's the story behind that name. I Am Text. What happened with I Am Text was I wanted a cool YouTube intro, but I didn't have like After Effects or 4D Cinema or anything like that, and I didn't and still don't really know how to pirate things at all, really. So I didn't know how to get those. So what I did was if you go on YouTube and go like free, I don't know if there's still as many of these, this feels like it was very much a 2012 to 14 type thing, but you go like free YouTube gaming intro, there's all these like free intro templates, and they would either say your name or they would say text, and then you download it, plug it into After Effects, and then you change the text to plug your name into it. Because I didn't have the software, I figured if I call myself Text and say I Am Text, free real estate, baby. It's free YouTube intros. So I did that and then would just cycle through. Actually, no, I was planning on cycling, but I ended up finding one that I liked and stuck with it. And it said text because it was a template, but it just worked. It was free. I ended up finding one I could use in Movie Maker that I ended up using for Startled Puga. But yeah, that's the story behind I Am Text. I called myself Text on YouTube so I could get free intros that made sense. Okay, moving on to I Am Text 2. Let me get the link for this one. I don't want to show too much of the content on this one because the only series on there was a collab content with someone who I don't know anymore, so I don't really want to show his stuff. But what this was going to be, I Am Text was my PC gaming channel where I was going to have a bunch of different things on, as well as probably some card and stuff as well. And then I had I Am Text on my PC gaming channel, and then I had this that was going to be my Minecraft channel, and then I had Close Range Killer, which we'll come to, which was my Call of Duty channel, which never really ended up happening. But this was going to be my Minecraft channel. We did one recording session, and got 6 episodes in, and then we recorded 6 episodes and then never ended up doing any more. But this was my Minecraft survival Let's Play series, still on YouTube, and I wanted to show this because it's pretty. I love Bandicam. I still use Bandicam to this day. I bought about 4 licenses for this thing. Every time I get a new machine, I still use Bandicam. I wanted to show this. You see this texture pack right now? You see the shading on those gravels and all like the extra bits of minerals in the dirt? Yeah, guess who made that? Guess who made that texture pack? None other than your own boy. This is the 18th of November 2012. Custom texture pack specifically for this series. And I remember in this series actually asking my friend, I was like, what texture pack are you using right now? I was like, what texture pack are you using? He was like, oh, I'm using like Dokicraft or something. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. He's like, what texture pack are you using? And I was like, oh, it's just one that I made. Just one of my own texture packs that I made. Like playing it off like it was no big deal, like really hoping that he'd ask me what texture pack I was using. Look, it makes a T when you break the block. Because text, that's pretty sick. And then if we go ahead to, oh, and if I recall correctly, if I open my inventory at some point, do I have my inventory at some point? Can I get inventory check? Inventory check? Yeah, look, I have the symbols spell out T-E-X-T. So, you know, and then here's the pickaxe. Can I get a pickaxe check? Pickaxe check? Oh, the furnace is hideous, Jesus. Oh god, the furnace is ugly. Pickaxe check? I just want to see the pickaxe. Here we go. Look at this! Look, I made a little texture pack. The torches kind of ugly. The torches look like something out of like a mobile knockoff of Minecraft. Anyway, so that's I am text 2. I'm gonna put this in kinda. Honestly, this one, it wasn't even that bad. It just barely uploaded to it. So the tuning from time to time is like some good content, some bad content, hits and misses. There isn't really much on this, but I think it was fine. Close Range Killer had so much content on it, and I wish I had these. My shtick in the day on this was I would do gameplay commentaries. So I would just have a gameplay in the background of like a good TDM game. And then, oh baby, we are about to get to AstroCon Cinema. I can't wait for this. I wonder what my favourites were. Let's have a little look at the favourites. The Minecraft Project Animated Adventures. I used to be obsessed with the Minecraft Project. The Best of Your Grammar Sucks. Used to love that back in the day. Trolling Returns and Kid Call 911 for Help with Math. A classic. There was a lot of content and I just cleared it all out. And that was just one video of someone else's Modern Warfare 2 trick shot. Absolutely amazing game-winning kill. Why can't I do this? Follow me on Twitter at, hopefully I block that. Hey Reece, block that. Hey Reece, future Reece, block that. Blur that. Yeah, there was some good, and basically I'd either tell like a story, or I would, I'd have like a weird article, and I'd talk about like the weird news, and there was some good content, or at least what felt like good content at the time. It was probably terrible. I liked the content I was making on that, and I just deleted it all. Actually, wait, let's bring this back, because I also had a custom logo on this, kind of. Let's have a little look at the custom logo here for Close Range Killer. I think, oh god. So this is, I guess I just found this on Google, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and then I guess I added close range, but then I guess it was like not a square, it was like 16 by, so it's cut off when I went to add it in, and I guess maybe I didn't have a text tool because I wrote close range in like lines, and you can see where the lines like run over. And then oh, this is text though, so I guess as I added "will strike you down" because that was like my cool tagline. Well, I'm gonna strike you down, and then I guess it was a design choice to try and make the text out of lines. I'm gonna put Close Range Killer in the kinda yikes tier just because there's not really a great deal of it left. I think Chrome has crashed. BRB. I'm going to put this one in kinda yikes, just because there's not really a great deal left to judge there. AstroCon Cinema, I'm just going to put straight into just an absolute disaster and my biggest regrets. Here, let me just do this and I can go straight to... Let me just do this and I can go straight to the link. So I also, over the years, made a few attempts to make a clan, a Call of Duty clan. Oh, this one's got favourites. Yogpod Animations, Simon's Mating Call. This was probably the hardest I ever tried. There was Noise Clan at one point, there was Loom Clan at one point, there was Mosaic Clan at one point, but with a K instead of a C. No one ever joined any of my clans. The reason why this one's hilarious to me, in fact, if you go on Steam and look at my old Steam names, you'll probably still be able... Oh, there was Rezel Clan. You'll probably still be able to see that some of my old Steam names are like Rezel something or Loom something. That was me trying to make a clan. Clans were a big thing back in the day, especially as FaZe and Optic and stuff like that were blowing up. Everyone was trying to make a clan, everyone was trying to be in a clan. and similar to the COD cinemas, most of them just disappeared. But literally, there was a time at one point around like 11, 12, 13, you could go on YouTube and type like COD clan recruitment challenge, and there would be like 10 clans per day doing recruitment challenges. It is like, hey, do like 5 of your best clips and send them to us and blah blah blah. And I just really wanted to be in a clan. I was in one. Oh, what was the? Oh, I was in one. The Rocks clan, and it was like it was something X Rocks, and it was like Rock and then 3 Z's, like a capital Z and 2 lowercase Z's, and that was the clan. That was a real one actually, and there was no content. It was only an Xbox thing, and it was literally just I played with them in an online lobby one day and was like, hey, can I join your clan? And they were like, yeah, sure. And then I changed my name to be one of them, and I was Silent X Rocks. Literally just because I was like, what should my name in the clan be? And they were like, you can be Silent X Rocks. And I didn't know why or what that meant. I was just happy to be accepted. It's a trait that has stuck with me to this day. I was just happy that people were willing to have me around. So I was like, yeah, I'll be Silent X Rocks. And there was Pilot X Rocks, there was Gunner X Rocks, and we played with each other like 4 or 5 times, and that was it. This was my desperate attempt to try and get something going, July 2012. And the reason why this is funny is, first of all, because all of these clips were recorded on my phone and edited on my phone, so you can see the quality. Now, better montages when I get my Roxio game cap. I did get a Roxio game cap eventually. Sick clip. So these are some sick clips. Here we go. Is this a triple? A little headshot? I have better. The funny thing is, I have better clips than this. This was like when I was first trying to get into COD sniping. Little triple kill. And then I stopped doing all this stuff and then got better at sniping. And I actually genuinely was a relatively decent sniper at one point, and could pull off like quad feeds and 5-mans and stuff like that. I got genuinely pretty good at quickscoping just because I did it so much. But for some reason, I tried to make content and do the YouTube stuff when I was still bad at it, and then like gave up on all that but kept playing and then got good. So look, you can, and I can't play the music right now because of copyright, but it's bad. It's Let It Roar by Noise Storm. And then this is hilarious because this is just not my clip. This is just someone else's clip that I just added in. Clearly, because even though the quality is still bad, you can clearly see that this has been actually recorded with a capture card versus a phone pointing at a screen. Now, if you think that's embarrassing, oh baby, does it get worse. Modern Warfare 3 montage introducing Astro Spider. So that was Astro Guru, who was me because I was the leader. Astro Spider, another member? No. That was also me, just with a different gamer tag, pretending to be someone else. I just realised there was a comment. They must have been deleted. Back in the day, I got a comment on, I think, this video. Yeah, one comment. Oh, it must have been deleted. Of someone being like, I was Astro Guru, and someone else was in a clan called the Guru Clan. And they were like, you should do a clan battle against us, the real gurus. And their username was Guru X for JJX Lick. It's funny that comment's come. Yeah, so this is introducing another clan member, Astro Spider, aka also me. Now, what's funny about this is all of these fucking clips are just me in split screen mode. So you can see on the bottom of the screen, I'm just recording the top half of split screen co-op. All of the, so this is Astro Guru, so that's my actual account, my actual Xbox account, as you can see, second prestige, level 43, not too bad. Yeah, second prestige, and then first prestige was red, and then second was green, right? This was a real clip, this is online, okay, so this one's not too bad. I think this is a triple. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3 with the RSASS, the RSAS. And then here's Astro Guru on Modern Warfare 3 killing a level 1 account called Base Hunter XD, which was my throwaway name to try and pretend that it was a real person. And here's Lil Pro 1337 again, also me. I was just changing the name of them to pretend it was a real person, even though this was from the perspective of the account I was supposed to be killing. Yeah, so this is what I was doing as a 13-year-old, was going in co-op and changing the names of my second account to pretend that I was getting clips. But it was a different person. Even though half the clips I'm still playing on my actual online account, so I still have Astro Guru, which is hilarious considering it was supposed to be introducing Astro Spider. And I think I forgot to change the name on that one. There was a guest one. I think at some point someone asked me why, if it was introducing Astro Spider, were most of the clips still Astro Guru. And then I changed the story and was like, oh, because Astro Spider's the editor. He's the editor now. We got a new editor. And he was doing all those dope transitions. That one's straight and embarrassing. Okay, now we get to real channels. This one is youtube.com/YetiHypeBenchmarks, which is just a picture of the link because it will take you to youtube.com/Yetiness if you type in youtube.com/YetiBenchmarks. But this was another project at some point. I was going to be a benchmark channel. I got the 750 Ti, and then I ended up upgrading to the 960, which I have to this day. And that was like 5 years ago. But if we go, no, not most popular. Sort by oldest, you can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 benchmark videos. And this was my shtick back in the day. This is what I would get up to. And I would just be like, hey, here's how Dishonored runs on the 750 Ti on max settings. Except this is probably the worst video because we mess with the graphics settings in the INI files for the speedrun. So it isn't technically true max. And then yeah, I just do a little gameplay, and then this was the bit, and then that was what I got up to. And honestly, it didn't even do terribly. Like these videos, what have we got? 800 views. This one has 9K views, 400, 340, 150, 200. These didn't even do too terribly. And then I guess I just like lost interest. I know I had one. I did one in Thief 2014, the game. That was the next one that was waiting to be uploaded, and it was just like I had it in waiting for like 6 months. So I probably just got bored and lost interest, and then eventually started uploading other stuff to this channel. NHL playoff predictions. Haha, he said the Ducks were going to the finals, and then they got swept in the first round. Ha 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 ha. And then I did a reaction video. I did 3 reaction videos for a bit of fun, and then they blew up. So I just kept doing them forever. But that's Yetiness. We'll talk about Yetiness in a minute. Yeti Hype Benchmarks. I'm going to put that in Normie TV. I think if I kept going with Yeti Hype Benchmarks, that could have, maybe the potential was there. I don't know how, I think I only got like 30 or 40 subs. But from 6 videos, getting a few hundred views each, or a couple hundred views each, that's not bad. Okay, now we fast forward to modern day. We may as well start with Yetiness, because we're already on here. This is S tier. This is the best of the best primetime television. Just because it's my main channel, so I kind of feel like I have to. I need to record some, like, now, probably. I was supposed to record some today, but then it took me 3 fucking hours to record this stupid video. They're fun. People watch them. They get views. So some of them are better than others. There's some great content on this channel. The Wall series is some of my favorite content that I've ever made. I really enjoyed delving into that, and I really need to finish that at some point. There's been some gems on this channel. First time hearing Bohemian Rhapsody is just an absolute classic. Look, it's Yetiness. It is what it is. It's reactions. You get it. You probably don't need me to say a great deal about this one. Yo, I just read the baby video has 600 views. That shit flopped. That shit got like 100 views in about 2 weeks. And I guess it started to pick up views from somewhere, which is unfortunate because it's an April Fool's video, so they don't tend to do well after the first day. It's Yetiness. I don't know what you want me to say. If any channel is going to see, for all my desperate attempts to find success in YouTube over the years, if any channel is going to ever find that success, it's going to be Yetiness, let's be real. If I can just find any consistency with it, because I basically abandoned this channel for an entire year. Although I finally come back. The last week has been rough just because I haven't been able to record, but you know. Hopefully we're getting back to it because it's just been a rough week. But this is gonna be the primetime television for me. It's what brings in the highest ratings, what brings in all the numbers. Fake Yeti, I am going to hit you with Normie TV. Fake Yeti is just, so people don't know, I was a speedrunner for like 5 years maybe, before my PC shit itself a couple years ago and stopped being able to stream. I used to stream like 3 or 4 times a week, for like 4 or 5 years. I would stream multiple times a week, so it was really like a big hobby of mine. Now I did non-speedrun stuff as well. I did Let's Plays and stuff. Some of that's on YouTube. Fallout New Vegas I played on stream. My Fallout 4 Let's Play was on stream. Morrowind was streamed. I did a Skyrim permadeath on stream, a real one, like an actual permadeath I actually didn't die in. Paul asking last night if the permadeath was still on. Not quite, but I did do a real permadeath, as I said, back in the day, and I didn't actually die in it. That was streamed. So there was a lot of non-speedrunning stuff, but the majority of my streaming time over the years I did it was speedrunning stuff. Fake Yeti is just a channel where I upload my speedrun personal best. There's a lot of stuff that's private now, old PBs and stuff. But I can tell you exactly when the first one was. Oh, this wasn't even the first one I did. Yeah, the first speedrun I did was of a game called Coil. An Edmund McMillan game. I guess I privatized at some point. Yeah, 13th of March 2014. And this was what my layout looked like. Pretty cool. Using W-Split back in the day. W-Split. I had my Twitter and my YouTube link. The logo. Using the a Bioshock-esque font. There he goes. There he goes speedrunning. So yeah, this is where I done my speedrunning stuff. A lot more stuff back at. There's a lot of privatized stuff, like older runs, like non-PBs. I got rid of. I kept some of them up, but there's definitely probably like 3 times as many videos on this channel as what you see. A lot of the old PBs I just got rid of. Oh no, here's Coil. I thought Coil was the first. Oh no, this is just the best run I did. Never mind. It was the first run I did, but I guess I just got rid of the older versions of the run. You don't need to see Coil. It's a bit H-word. It's a bit H-word, but yeah, this is where I uploaded all my speedrun PCs. There's Jazzpunk, there's Siege, there's Fallout New Vegas, there's Spartan Total Warrior, Mirror's Edge, there's Skyrim, there's Bioshock. I streamed a lot of Skyrim speedruns back in the day. Obviously, Dishonored was the main one. After Dishonored, it was probably Skyrim. I did a lot of Skyrim speedrun streams. That was a big phase for a bit. My last run was 11 months ago, and I don't see myself getting back into speedrunning anytime soon, just because of I guess the easy answer is Genshin. The real answer is just I have friends now. Speedrunning was fun, but I'm glad I have friends now instead. Because it's so time consuming, and now it's just like, yeah, I guess well, even just playing Genshin alone, but like, you know, playing game. I have friends to play games with now. I don't have IRL friends who play games. I don't really have any gamer friends IRL. So now that I have friends to play games with, speedrunning that used to be like my nightly gaming activity, I probably won't. I don't see myself returning to speedrunning now because I've got other stuff going on with my gaming time. But yeah, my last runs are about a year ago. This was all early lockdown, I think. I guess it's been a little over a year. So yeah, the first like couple months of lockdown, I was doing Wolfenstein and Homefront speedruns and Bioshock glitchless. But yeah, it's just where I've done my speedruns. And then we have Yeti Plays. I'm going to say pretty solid, worth a gander, in my opinion. I think Yeti Plays is very up and down. I think it's too up and down to call it best of the best. Now, don't get me wrong. I think some of the content on this channel falls into best of the best. I think I've got some of the random little bits of variety I've done on this channel. I think I've been pretty good. I need my channels, please. But I think between the fact that there's like 60 Isaac episodes and like 40 Skyrim episodes that kind of drown out the variety a little bit, I think that maybe pushes it more towards the normie TV tuning from time to time, because I think if you watch every Yeti Plays video, and I know some of you guys actually do, and I absolutely adore you for it, you deserve a medal just because it's so much content. And especially recently, like this run of Skyrim, all 3 of these episodes were so fucking bad. So I feel like people put up with a lot on this channel. But hopefully we're gonna get the variety going again, and I'll be able to enjoy Skyrim again now that I'm not recording on days when I wouldn't otherwise want to. Although I wanted to record Skyrim today, and now I'm in a bad mood, so maybe not. But there's some good content. Some of the city guesser and GeoGuessr stuff. Some of the quiz stuff's been fun. There's been some good stuff on here. I think it's worth bumping up to an A tier. I think it's worth, but I'd say this channel is worth bumping up to an 80. There's some good stuff on here. I'm happy with some of the content I've made. I enjoy making random shit like this, just playing Battleship, because why the frick not? And, you know, some of the Skyrim episodes are good. You know, and I enjoy the Let's Plays. Obviously, the tier lists have always been great fun, and I do enjoy the Let's Plays. I'm having great fun with the Skyrim series. It's just this last, like, I'm so checked out of the Thieves Guild quests, and then I also had to keep recording on days when I didn't want to record, just so I could keep up with the backlog. We'll put that one in pretty solid. Yeti hype. The crown jewels. This is the big one. It was my main channel for years. It got waylaid a little bit. It got shoveled off to the side so that I could focus on Yetiness. I don't see myself ever returning to Yeti hype in the capacity that I initially was uploading to it on. I think nostalgia. I think nostalgia rules in this one. I think this is going to be best of the best primetime television. And especially because the thing is, I don't upload to it very much anymore. But when I do upload to this channel, because I upload to it so rarely, when I do upload to it, it's probably, like, you know, I've put the effort in, right? Like look, 1 year ago, 4 months ago, 2 months ago. And then how many videos in that year? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 2 years ago. So if we're looking at like 2 to 4 videos a year, I really do want to upload more of this, and I have ideas for content. It's just getting around to them. Like, when I do record, I just prioritize this and Yetiness, and especially when I have days like today, when I sat down like 3 hours ago now to do this video, and just so much shit happened that I've only done this video. Look, it still does reasonable views. 677, 695, 200, 645, 209, 1.8k, 666 Minkus. This one has 70k, which is pretty good. Oh, the YouTube intro. Speaking of all the free intros I got, the day that I got this commissioned, I actually, not this. This is just a little bit that I did at the start of videos. Here we go. When I got this commissioned and finally had a real intro, it pops up over the screen and the text. It's pristine. Oh, I love that intro so much. Yeah, sick, 150 dislikes. That makes sense. Look, there's just so much content that I love on here, like, and I have such good memories when I scroll back through. Duck Game with Josh and Will, Ultimate Chicken Horse with Josh and Will, my Isaac series, like some of these, like this TF2 video was really fucking. This is one of my favorite videos I ever did. For some reason, it's not even that good. I just liked the way I kind of introed into it. Talking about balancing happiness. The Chatter Challenge stuff was fun. God, what else have we got going? There's just so much on this channel that I did. I had so many phases of content. Here's where I'm trying to do Let's Plays and some edited stuff before I eventually committed to only doing edited videos around here, I guess. Was when I started only doing editing videos. A real FPS, that was a fun one. And same with the Dark Souls one I did. And then there's so many like Let's Plays and stuff back in the day. Oh, I played so many games back in the day. Taking a Gander At, which was like Let's Look At. Just stolen. Oh, I have such good memories of this channel. I'm getting nostalgic looking at it. And one day I really want to do a proper video. I've wanted to do this video for like actual years, and I've just never quite figured out how to approach it. What I would like to do is, if I ever finally get a new PC and can stream again, I'd like to do this on stream one day. Just take a day out, just take a stream to just like go through my channel, like go right back to the start and just like, you know, reminisce and go talk about like the phases of content and talk about my favorite videos and just like, you know, kind of go through my channel together. I think that'd be pretty fun. I think it'd be fun to do on a stream. So I guess that's what I'm saving it for. But eventually I'll have like a really deep dive into the various phases of the channel. I just saw my Shout Out Sunday phase. That was a good time. It's not my oldest here, but just I guess just basically there's like 900 videos. Oh, that's my I Am Text logo that I made. There's 900 videos on this channel. There's more. There's a lot that are private, but there's still like 900 videos that are public on this channel. My first ever Isaac episode 7 years ago. There's 900 videos on this channel. There's gonna be some good ones in there, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's gotta go in best of the best, because there's some garbage in there. Maybe tune in from time to time, but like, there's me. Look at that hair, look at that bonnet. Ooh. There's good stuff though. So that's gonna go get best in the best. Okay, that said, thank you guys for watching this video. I don't know what happened to my tier maker. This is the final tier list. There we go. This is the final tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed. Should I leave a link in the description to this one? I will, but I don't know if it's worth filling out. It's not like other people have opinions on this, but you can, if you want to fill it out, you should fill it out. This is my tier list of my channels. I hope you guys enjoyed. This one went on longer than I wanted it to, but they always fucking do. But I'm glad I finally got it done. I'm gonna, hopefully the Skyrim episodes will be back to normal, like this week, back to normal length and energy and excitement and happiness and willingness to actually be recording those videos. Because I actually want to play Skyrim, and I'm not just doing it because I need to fill the backlog out. And they'll only be like 20 minutes. I'm cutting them back down to 20 minutes because they've just been too long. Thank you guys for watching with me. Thank you for bearing with me. This video didn't end up being as good as I wanted it to be, just on the back of the fact that like I said, my 4th attempt. I really wanted to do this video, but after it going wrong 3 times, I was a little drained. I was a little just a tiny little bit tapped out of it. So hopefully it was okay. Hopefully it was okay. Hopefully the video was okay. That said, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. Hope you guys have a great week. I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I'll see you all in the next one. Variety coming. I don't want to spoil what's coming up. Hopefully, I'll be doing a Stardew tier list at some point. Hopefully, that's my goal for the summer. See people saying about all the things they want to do for the summer. That's my goal for the summer. Stardew Valley tier list by the or maybe at the end of summer or by the end of summer at Summit. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all. I'll see you guys later. Bonk.